Hello everyone, welcome back again. My name is Jesse, and in this wonderful tutorial we're trying to explore some very cool and exciting EDA tools which we can use to do a simple and then more elaborate exploratory data analysis. So we already know about pandas, the almighty pandas, and NumPy, and some very powerful data visualization libraries like Plotly, Seaborn, Matplotlib. So let's see these tools. So these tools are tools that are going to combine what pandas can do and NumPy can do together with some very powerful visualizations. So we'll be using these three tools. So these are the most important ones now, or very common one, which you can use to help make your work easier. So you have pandas-profile, which was the first one that came. Then you also have Sweetviz, which is also a very nice package. Then you also have Dtale, which gives you a very detailed exploratory data analysis. So let's see how to work with these three, right? So pandas-profile number one, Sweetviz, and then Dtale. These are all powerful. They all have the advantages and then their use case. But it's very useful in case you want to analyze the data. So you can try all of them. So let's see how to work with it. So to work or install any of them, for pandas-profile, it is an open source library for generating EDA profile reports and more. So you can just go with pip install pandas-profiling to be able to install it on your system. That is it for pandas-profile. To work with Sweetviz, just go the same way. Pip install Sweetviz, which is also an open source library for high density EDA visualization with simple code. Then we also have Dtale, right, which is the last of all, which is very cool, just as the rest are also cool. Then Dtale is a combination of a Flask backend and a React front end, right? So it's combining Flask and then React. So let's see how to work with it. So we'll be starting from scratch. We have nothing here. We'll be having some data set that we want to explore. So we import our normal basic stuff. So we load our EDA packages, the ones we have been using all the time. So we're importing pandas as PD. That's all that we need for now, right? Then we'll just go straight away and then load our dataset. So pd.read_csv, and then this is the dataset we are working on, the heart failure clinical dataset. So what we mostly do is that you just go through this dataset, which is a lot. Then you analyze them to get information about it, right? But you can just go with the simple descriptive analysis, right? Describe to get the mean, count, all of these things, and then you have to do it one after the other. But with these three wonderful tools, right, we can simplify our work. So let's start with the first one. So we're going with the first one that came, which is pandas-profiling, right? So this is going to be the first one. So using pandas-profiling, right? Very cool and very powerful tool. So let's start with it. I'm just going to go straight away and then load the package. So it's going to be from pandas_profiling import profile report, right? So it's a very powerful tool that allows you to generate profile reports for your EDA. Then after that, you just move on to the next thing. That is all, right? It's going to give us an error, but you just go perfect. So that's finished, right? That is all, right? Give us this deprecation and error, but that's not, it's from my side. Okay, so let's see how to work with it. So it's very simple to work with pandas-profiling. So if you have your data set here, which is this one that we are analyzing, right? In case you want to analyze this particular one to generate a simple EDA profile report, just go straight away with my profile. You can give it any name, a variable, then you just pass in into your profile report class your data, right? That is all. So profile report, right? Then I'll just pass in my data frame. That is all that you need, right? So let's give it a title. You can, this is optional. So I'm giving it as my, let's say this heart failure. So heart failure EDA, right? Report, something like that. I can just give it a simple name. So this is all that you need. So it's going to create this particular variable, right? Then to be able to see it, so there are three methods. This is the method to view in maybe Jupyter Notebook, right? In case you want to view it inside Jupyter Notebook or IPython, just go straight away with this profile dot to notebook, right? So we have to notebook, then you just go straight away. It's a function. It's going to run it and generate the report for us in a very cool and very exciting way, right? So it's going to analyze it, take some time and do all the process for you, so that you don't need to do anything. You just stay there and watch, right? This simple code, this simple line 1, line 2, that is all. Perfect. So that's finished, right? Very, very cool and very nice, right? So that is something very simple. So it has given us all of these cool features out of the box together with the title I gave to it, right? Then I can just click on the overview. So this is the overview. Then I can just go to the variables, which is, they are all tabs that you can use to get more insight about it. So it's going to analyze each and every of the columns, right? Each and every of the features. So this is the age. This is the simple stuff it's given to us, right? Very, very cool with some very nice plots. That is awesome, right? Then for each and every of them, so we have for the anemia and then the rest. You can just scroll down to see all of them. That is some very cool stuff you can do. You can also toggle the details to get more details, right? And it's going to give us the statistics for each and every of the variable. So there's going to be the histogram for that particular variable for that particular feature, right? Very cool and very nice. Out of the box, right? So you don't need to do anything. You just stay there and then analyze it, right? So you can see the count and the frequency per this particular stuff. You can also check for the extreme values, which is something like the outliers, right? Or the maximum and the minimum. Very cool and very nice. Out of the box. So that is something very simple with pandas profile. You can also check for the interactions between them, which is something like very cool, right? You can also do the same thing for the correlation, right? So if you check the interactions and I click on this one, let's use this, right? You can see that it's giving us some simple stuff that we can do, right? So a scatter plot of how it looks like, right? Which is very cool and very exciting, comparing the age and then the rest. You can also come back here and then check for the correlations, which is going to give us all the various forms of correlation, right? Using Pearson, CPA-band, Kendall, right, and pick, right? So if I click on it, it changes the correlation that is being used, right? You can see there's some differences between them. Very cool and very nice, right? You can also toggle them. So this is all from the power of pandas profiling, right? You can also come back and check for the missing value for each and every of them in a format of a count or in a format of a matrix, right? Very cool. That is one down, one nice two. So in case I want to save this particular stuff, I can just come back here. This is another method. So method to save, right? This method allows us to be able to save it as HTML so that you can actually view it. So in that case, it's going to be the same thing that we did above. So profile, then to file, right? Then I'll just pass in the particular name I want. So I can just call it as my HR, heart failure, right? Heart failure report, or we can call it as heart failure EDA report, right? EDA report. That is very nice. Then I just give it the ending.html. Voila. So it's going to save it for us. Perfect. So if I go back and I check inside my folder here, you can see that that particular file is here, right? Which is this one, and I can actually open it. So let's open it. This is this, and I can open it inside my browser or with any browser that I have. Then I can do the same thing that I saw there. I can have it, share it with my colleagues, and then we can do some interesting stuff, right? Very, very cool. Now let's move on to the next two whilst it's opening. And the next two we'll be moving on is that's finished, right? So let's check it out. Right, so it's going to open my browser. So this is it, right? So very, very cool in a very nice way. All the things that we're doing, you can also do it from here, right? Which is very cool, right? Cool, right? Exciting. Wow. Pandas profile, the people that made it did a great job. Now let's move on to the next EDA tool that we'll be using. So the next EDA tool we'll be working on is using the next one called Sweetviz, right? Sweetviz is a very nice package too. So let's check it out. So I'll just go back here and then we'll be working on it. So remember that our data set is this. This is what you're trying to explore, right? So I'll just come back to the same thing, right? I'm just going to load the package. So it's going to be, let's load our package. So it's going to be from, or we can just go straight away with import Sweetviz as SV, right? That is all. That is all that we need, right? You can explore the various methods of Sweetviz in case you want, and then to be able to do a simple analysis of it, to work on it, to generate and then analyze, right? In case you want to generate and analyze your stuff, you just go straight away with our data set that we had. Right, so in case you want to analyze it before you generate it, so very simple. Let's copy it this way. Just go with my SV, right? Dot analyze. So let's save inside the now passing my data frame, right? So let's save inside the variable called report. That is all that we need. So we're going to take some time, analyze it in a very simple way, analyze each and every of the column, and it's showing this TKODM, right? The progress bar for all of them in a very simple way. So after that, it's going to tell you that it is done. Then you can just see the generated report. Very cool and very nice. Wow. Perfect. So it has finished. Features done. Processing. Creating association graph. Voila. Right. So it's going to be done. So after that, you can just to view it, right? To view and then save it, right? You can just go straight away with this option of my report dot show HTML. That is all, right? So this is all that you need to help you with that. It's going to create the report that you have. It's going to save it in the format of an HTML that you can actually analyze. It's going to save it for us. Voila. So just open it for us inside our browser, right? Very cool. And then save that sweetviz._report. But you can also give it your own name. Some very, very cool plot, right? So if I click on it, you can see that it's giving me all of these things there. I can scroll and check it out here. I can scroll down, right? So all of them for each and every of the features together with the missing value, they are interesting plot that's given to us. Very, very cool, right? So many awesome things we can learn from this, right? Very, very cool. So these are some of the packages, and then there's some basic stuff you can also do. You can even come back here. Then as I click on 5, it changes the plot. 15, it changes the plot. 30, it changes the plot, right? Very, very cool for each and every of these features. That is something very nice with Sweetviz. That is also just 2 lines of code. Import Sweetviz, you analyze, then you show the plot. It's going to save it for you. You can also do even comparison, right? So if I go back and I check with the DRL, right, of my SV, you can see that we have a lot of things we can do. We can work with the normal analysis. We can do some graphs. We can compare some stuff. There are several things you can do, right? You can even compare, right? Compare intra, compare all of these things, analyze. Very cool, right? That is a good job that the team for Sweetviz has also done. Very nice. They are making our work more easy and more exciting. Now let's check the next tool, which is the newest tool in town. This is using Dtale, right? Dtale. And Dtale is actually detailed. So to work with it, just go straight away with this. I'm going to go back to this place. As you know, to install, just go with pip install any of them. So Sweetviz, it's going to Sweetviz Dtale, right? It's very simple, as we learned earlier on, or pandas. Just to recap, right? Profiling. So that is how to install it, right? So these are very simple stuff. Now let's see how to work with this. So I'm going to import it. Let's load this package. And it's very simple. So all just go with import Dtale. Dtale is very detailed. That is all. Perfect, right? So that is also, we had our data set initial. We want to analyze them to get a detailed information about it. Remember that this is working on Flask and then React together, right? So I can just go straight away with this that I have. So my D is a variable called D. You can give it any name. Then I'll just go with my detail. I want a detailed report. Then I'll just pass in as my .show. I'll pass in my data frame. That is all, right? That is all you need. Perfect. So to be able to view your result, you just come back here. This is to view result, right? Just go with D, right? Because you saw inside the variable, it's going to create it for us. It's going to open it from your Jupyter Notebook, because there's also support for Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Hub, right? Very, very nice. Voila, right? So that's finished, right? It's going to generate this simple, very nice toggle stuff that you can actually toggle it like this, giving us all of this information. This is too much detailed, right? It's a lot of things. Okay, so like it's very, very cool. You can get the description. If I click on describe, it's going to open another dialog box or another window for us, right, with a lot of features. This is just for the describe, right? So we are just picking only one aspect. So this is totally detailed. So if I click on this, you can get all of these things you can do. You can build columns, summarize data, duplicate correlations, charts, heat map. Wow, right? Similar to pandas profile and then Sweetviz, but detailed is more detailed, right? It gives you a lot of things out of the box. So this is it. So I can check for the simple stuff, describe the history, the histogram. Very cool, right? And you can even change. That's one thing about it. You can even change it to change them as you are working with it. Very cool. To detailed is very detailed. Right, but you can even export the particular plot, right, the particular code. You're going to open this pop-up, then this is the code you need to generate this particular plot. Very cool and very nice, and it actually works, right? Very nice. Okay, let's check some other stuff you can also do. Apart from these things, you can also come back here, right, and then you can change it to, let's say, mean. I want to get the mean. I'm going to change it perfectly for us, right, to get the mean. You can even select some other stuff. So detail will give you a lot of things you can do, right? So it's giving us another plot. Let's choose for age. You're going to give us something different. So I'm going to pick serum creatinine, giving us a box plot, right? And it's giving us the unique values as well as the outliers. Wow, all of them out of the box with a simple line of code, right? So these are the three main tools that we can use to help make our work as a data scientist, as someone that is analyzing data, very easy. So we have pandas profile number 1, Sweetviz number 2, and then detail number 3. So thank you for watching this tutorial. In case you have any question or contribution, you can just put it in the comment section below, and let's see what you do with it. So let's check some correlation from this. I'm going to open another one. Wow, so this is a correlation plot. You can check against, let's say I want to check anemia against blood pressure. It's going to give you the right one, right value. It's going to give us some scatter plot, which is similar to the same scatter plot that we had from, remember that pandas profile also gave us some simple scatter plot here. I don't know whether I remember about the interactions, and then when we are trying to compare these ones, so ejection fraction, or we can just use something different, right? And then the age, so something simple, right? Very similar approach. You can be able to derive similar insight from these things using all of these tools. So thank you for watching. See you in the next session. Stay blessed. Bye.